Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So since I got a lot of stuff in my haul video, I thought I'd just sit down and do another eyeshadow look, but we're going to be using the BH Cosmetics Naughty palette. So this has 30 shades in it. It's a very nice size palette, and this palette definitely reminds me of Christmas. So since we're in the Christmas season, I thought we'd sit down and just do a look with this. So I'm really excited to use that. I have a couple of other new products, but we are going to do a full face, but just a couple of products that I have are new. But yeah, make sure you like this video, comment down below and let me know what you're most excited for during the Christmas season, because I know we could always use some excitement during this time. But yeah, like I said, make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe if you have not already, and click the little bell next to the subscribe button so you'll be notified when I upload. And yeah, let's just get into this video. Okay, so brows are done, lids are primed, and we're going to start with an all over the lid shade to set. So I'm going to go into Secret Santa to set. I just use concealer. I just use concealer on my eyes instead of a primer, so I'm just going to go and set that. And I always set with the shade that's closest to my skin tone. Alright, and then I'm going to use the same brush and I'm going to go into Muled, which is the shade here. And I'm going to put that in the crease. So, I asked what y'all were most excited for the Christmas season. Mine is always decorating. Well, I have two things. Decorating is one, because I love decorating in general, but then of course I love Christmas. Is one of my favorite holidays, so I love decorating for Christmas. And this year we got a new tree, so I had to switch out everything because all the decorations that went with our last tree didn't go with our new tree, so it was kind of nice to go out and get more. And we have to get lights for outside, which I think we're gonna do this weekend. But yeah, I was excited for that. And then the second thing, of course, is my kids are still small. My son is 4 and my daughter is 6, so they still believe in Santa. So it's exciting to hear them talk about him and we have a countdown, so counting down the days, and then talking about putting out milk and cookies for them, and we watch a lot of Christmas movies. So just watching them be really excited. My daughter's in kindergarten, so she's starting to be able to write. So she's writing out her first Christmas list, which is really exciting and really, like I said, I enjoy watching that. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with a smaller brush, and I'm going to go into Yuletide, which is this shade here, and this shade up here, and 2 dots just to further deepen up the crease. And I'm going to put this on a little lower. I usually pack it on and then blend into the crease. These are just really nice shades. BH's eyeshadows are pretty universal with how well they work. They're very easy to blend, really pigmented, as you can see. and then definitely affordable, which is always a good thing. It's great if it's an affordable brand, but performs like a high-end brand. So yeah, we've been watching, like I said, we've been watching Christmas movies since, well, what's today? December 3rd, so past 3 days. We've watched, I can't even tell you how many Christmas movies we've watched in the past 3 days. And yes, one of those people give me every Lifetime Christmas movie possible. I will watch them all, even though they're all so predictable. I'm still cheesy sucker for romance. So what's you guys' favorite Christmas movie? Mine is definitely the Santa Claus. I love the Santa Claus. I love the whole series, but the Santa Claus is definitely my favorite. And that's always one of the first movies. We watched that movie, well, we actually watched that movie before December. We watched that when we're putting up Christmas decorations. Just kind of become a tradition. And I'm just taking a brush with no additional product. Then you got those two shades. Alright, so I'm going to go into Chestnuts all over the lid. It's this shade right here. Now this shade is a pressed glitter, so I would recommend with pressed glitters that you use a glitter glue. So, and I just use the Too Faced glitter glue, and I find that this one works fine. So what I do is I just take it, I don't like putting it on my finger. I will, but I don't like to. So I'll just take it on like a, kind of like a flat brush, and I'll just put it on there. And put it on my eyes, and it becomes wherever I want that shadow to go, or that shade to go. And I do one eye at a time so it doesn't dry. And then of course I recommend going in with your finger. And see how that just sticks. It sticks. And then of course it helps prevent a whole lot of fallout. And I'm going to go back in and do the same thing on the other side. And you can tell because it gets tacky very quickly, so. This shade is really pretty. It's really pretty. Alright, let me get this, hold on. The rest of this glitter off my fingers. Okay. And I'm going to go back in to Yuletide and just blend those two out. A little bit more of that back in the crease, in the outer corner. These two together. And I'm going to go back into a brush with no additional product on it and blend those up. It's pretty. Okay. So now I'm going to go in with liner, and I'm just going to use my CoverGirl liquid liner. I can never talk and do liner at the same time. I feel like I'm gonna mess it up because I already did. But I'll fix that. Alright. And then I'm going to put on mascara. I'm gonna go in with my Lancome Monsieur Big mascara. I just have the tiny one. But I really like this mascara. And even though the wand is like, I don't know if you can see, the wand is like really chunky. But it does really good, even on my lower lashes. So. Definitely just poke myself in the eye. Hmm. Alright, so I'm going to go in with Falsies. So I'm going to use my Faux Mink Ardell lashes in the style 817. So these are what I'm going to use. I'm going to put these on and I'll be right back. Okay, so I put my lashes on. I don't know how I feel about these lashes. This one keeps lifting. I don't know what's going on, but it's not staying down. But we're gonna move on. So I'm gonna go in first with primer spray. So I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Rose 3-in-1 primer water. So this is what I'm gonna use. That, I like how this smells, but I don't know if I like the sprayer on this. It's kind of violent. Then I'm gonna go in with my Ciate London Watermelon Primer. And of course, since it went from summer to winter in 1 week, I need all the hydration I can get. Alright. And I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I'm in the shade Honey. And I'm just going to put it right on the sponge. I like this foundation. Not as much as the Urban Decay foundation. I think that's the Stay Naked foundation is by far one of my favorites. But I use that one so much that I thought I'd switch it up. I mean, this one's pretty on the skin. down the neck. Because as much as I think that the foundation matches me perfect, I step out in the light and you can still see the difference between. So you always blend down your neck. I could sit here and do this blend all day. Okay. Next I'm going to go in with my, of course, my Juvia's Place concealer. That's what I always use. Actually, do I wanna? No, I'm not gonna. I've been using this without color correcting under my eyes, so. This is a ColourPop sponge. I really like this sponge because it has the flat pointed side. So it's really easy to get in with my concealer. Even though I still blend out the inner corners with a brush. But it's easier to do it. Now I'm going to go in with powder, and I don't even know, I think I used this because I got it in an Ipsy bag, but I haven't used it since, so I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape setting powder. First I'm going to do underneath the eyes. Get rid of any creases that have formed before. Alright, and I'm going to set the rest of my face. And you know what? I just realized I was going to use my cream blush from Rare Beauty, but I've already set my face, so I mean, even though I've used that one in a couple videos, so we know it's good, but I'm just gonna use it again, but it's okay. Alright, so now that I'm looking a little flat, let's go in with bronzer, and I'm going to use my Lovecraft Beauty palette. I haven't pulled this one out in a while, and I'm going to use this shade right here. Bring some life back to my face. Yeah, see, it's very pigmented. Whoa. It's funny, by the end of these videos you should see how much powder I have like in my hair when I finally wash my face. I look like I have a whole bunch of gray, which I do. I grayed very early, so make sure that's all blended. I never want to have any harsh lines, so I always sit here and blend for like way longer than I'm sure than you need to, but it's just a habit. Nice. Okay. Now, into blush. I'm going to use one of the ColourPop blushes from the Dark Blooms collection, and this is Vogue. And it looks like that. Use this. Really pretty. Yeah, I like that color. And that's from the dark, like I said, it's from the Dark Blooms collection. But I definitely will link everything down below. And for highlight, I did not grab a highlight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back into the Naughty palette and I'm gonna use Cheers. So I'm gonna use the shade right here for highlight. Oh yeah. You can use it for other things, not just highlight. Definitely pretty. Alright, so we're going to go into the lower lash line, and I'm going to go in with the two shades that I used, Muled and Yola Tide. So I'm going to go in with this one and then blend it out with this one. This is really, that palette is like really heavy. Alright, and then I'm going to go into the inner corner. So in the inner corner, I'm going to do Snow Day, which is this shade right here. And then the brow bone, I'm going to do shade next to it, which Cheers, which I did. Give it that little pop. Love that. Maybe that's a little too bright for my brow bone. So I'm going to go in with Cheers on the brow bone. Yeah, that's pretty. Color. Yeah, I don't like this one's lifting again. This is like the third time I've put this on. It's lifting again. I don't like these, but we're gonna leave them on for the video. But yeah, I don't recommend these lashes. I don't know. I did trim them to fit my eyes, and they're still not wanting to cooperate. Here on the lower lash line. On the lower lashes. And I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil. And And this is in, I'm pretty sure this is in, yeah, Perversion. It's just black. I'll put this on the other one. Time for me to sharpen this. Alright. I'm going to my brows. Then for our lips, I'm going to go in with a nude. So I'm going to go in with my Essence. This is nude lipstick in Legendary. And this is what this looks like. It's my go-to nude that I use all the time. And I'm going to top that with the ColourPop Luxe Gloss in Panache. I think that's how you say it. Alright. I'm going to spray my face. So I've never used this. I got the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray, but it's a continuous spray, so I'm going to try it. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I like that. You see the mister on that? It's like, oh yeah, that's light. I like that. Okay, yeah, and this is the finished look. Yeah, I definitely do not like these lashes. Like I said, again, I do not recommend them. They were the Allure lashes. These are in the style 817. Yeah, I don't recommend these. I will try them again, but like I said, this is like my third time putting them on, and they're still lifting. So yeah, I definitely recommend the palette. This is really good, and like I said, I didn't even make it through all of these shades. I mean, there's 30 shades in this palette, so it's definitely worth the money. So if you want to see more looks with this, just let me know. I can do more Christmas looks with this for the holidays. But yeah, that's it for this video. Like I said, make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, so you'll be notified when I upload. And I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I will see you guys in my next video.